Hey y'all, season three. Check it out, y'all. You don't want to miss it. I have some exciting things for you. Hey y'all. Podcasting has become so popular in the last few years, and it's not even that hard, y'all. Go to anchor.com, set up your free account on there, and you can start your very own podcast too, just like I did. You can either record directly on the website or you can record your own audio and video and upload it directly on anchor.com. There's even some editing tools that you can use. I like those as well. And the best part, the part that I like the best, is that you can see how many people are listening and watching your podcast worldwide. So go check it out. Let's get it rolling. Hey y'all. Happy New Year. I'm a month late, but never late. Oh my gosh, what a well needed, well deserved break that was. I hope I wasn't gone too long from y'all. I missed y'all. I hope y'all missed me too. And I pray that you all had a safe and joyous Christmas holiday season and a great start to the year 2023, the year of bigger and better. That's what it's going to be for me, bigger and better. Our eyes have not seen what the Lord has in store for us, and I am so excited about this year. Um, yeah, so let's just dive right on into it. I think last year I may have talked a little bit about New Year's resolutions, so I kind of want to do that again and see where y'all are with your New Year's resolutions that you all made a month ago. Um, but isn't it something how we set these resolutions at the end of the year in preparation for the next year? Um, and we call them resolutions, but I personally like to call them goals. But a lot of times we can't keep those resolutions for some reason. For one reason or another, we can't keep those resolutions. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know. But like you might say, at the start of next year, yeah, I'm going to the gym 3 days, 4 days, 5 days out the week. First month, we doing real good. January, February, see around what's in February? Valentine's Day, you fall off. That's only 6 weeks into the 52 weeks of the year. We have to do better, y'all. So you might say I might quit smoking, I might quit drinking, but the second your nerves get bad, here come that cigarette, here come that drink, that cup. We have to do better. We have to do better. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it, but I'm today I hope that we can try to see, how we can um minimize on stopping our goals. How we can make sure that we stay on track with keeping our goals or resolutions that you might want to call them resolutions. I call them goals. And so, like, I'm not a psychologist or nothing like that, but I did read an article on Business Insider, and it talked about the psychology and how our mind works behind why we are so bad at keeping New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna share those in a minute, but first, let's look at the word resolution because in order to know, like how to keep things or how to how to operate in those things, we have to know the true definition of those terms. So what is the definition of a resolution? According to my good friend Merriam Webster, I don't know if that's y'all friend, but that's my friend. Resolution is the act or process of resolving. Now, Miriam, now you wrong for that. How you gonna give me the word in the definition? Now I have to go look up the word resolve or resolving. So what does resolve or resolving mean? So I found a few definitions, But the one that I think fits best when speaking about New Year's resolutions is to reach a firm decision about. For example, you may resolve or make a firm decision to exercise more. Or you may resolve or make a firm decision to quit smoking or to quit drinking. So that's what we mean when we say we're making a New Year's resolution. We are making a firm decision to do or not to do something in the new year. So now that we have the definition of resolution, now we can talk about the psychology and why so many people fail at keeping their resolutions. Um, I read another article because I love to read. It states that about 80% of people, 80% of people fail to stick to their New Year's resolutions for longer than 6 weeks. And that's about the time it takes to make a resolution, 6 weeks. And we can't even keep them. To make a habit, I'm sorry. However, it is studied that new habits or new behavior is formed anywhere between 2 months to 8 months. So before you can even form that new habit, you didn't quit. You didn't gave up. You didn't say, oh, I'm not doing it. So why can't we stick to it? If we stick to it a little bit longer, we might be on to something. So we're giving up way too fast to even give our resolutions or our goals a chance. We're giving up way too fast, y'all. Um, Psychologically, I'm not a psychologist, but psychologically, the main reason most people don't succeed includes we overthink how arduous or how daunting the task is, which also leads to our own individual mental get out clause. Like, how can I get out of this? And I'll just talk about me. I've been trying to work out for so long. I keep saying I'm going to work out. I even set my alarm. I set my alarm for 4:30 a.m. to go work out. You know what I do each morning? I press snooze. I press snooze again. I say, I don't think I'm getting up. I turn the alarm off. I have to do better. I have to do better. And then in the same breath, I complain. I say, ugh, I don't look good. Ugh, I don't like the way I look. But if I just stick to waking up when that alarm goes off, I can get the results that I'm looking for. But in reality, the enjoyment or the importance of that resolution are the significant factors. So obviously, I don't think it's that important, or I don't enjoy working out. I think it's the latter. I don't enjoy working out at all. If I could take, like, if I can not eat something, I think I prefer not to eat something to make me lose weight or to make me get into the shape that I want to get into versus having to work out for it. That's just me personally. And so according to Forbes, there are 5 main reasons that people don't achieve their resolutions or their goals. One, failure to pick realistic goals. Two, failure to plan properly. Three, failure to make it a habit. Four, lack of support. And five, failure to track your own goals. So failure to pick a realistic goal. That could be something um, like we make these really big, extravagant goals. Like, I'm gonna make $100,000 this year, but you work at McDonald's. How you gonna make that 100,000? Realistically, you have to be realistic with your goals. Or you might say, um, I don't know. Think of something. You might say, "Oh, I want to lose 100 pounds in 3 months." That's not realistic. I mean, it's not healthy. So, yeah, we have to make sure that we pick realistic goals. And even if that's saying I'm gonna lose 10 pounds this month, you might end up losing 20. But pick a realistic goal. Or you might say, um, instead of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna read 3 chapters of the Bible each day. I mean, that might be realistic if you don't work or like you have a lot of time on your hands. But if you're busy and you're working and you have children, a family, you have to cook, clean, all those things, that's not really realistic. So maybe you'll say, I'll read 1 chapter of the Bible each day. So pick realistic goals. Failure to plan properly. Just like anything else in life, you have to plan in order to do better. You have to plan. Um, you have to plan everything. So you want to work out 3 times a week, right? Well, that's time added into your daily schedule that you already have. So now you have to plan out what time of day is best for you, whether it's the morning, midday, or night. You have to plan these things. And if you have kids, you have to say, well, who's going to get my kids if I'm going to the gym after work? You have to properly plan in order to make sure that your goals are met or your resolutions. You keep, excuse me, you stick to your resolutions. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I said, I said, you want to take a family trip this year? You definitely have to plan that. As high as gas is, gas, airline tickets, hotels, everything is high. So you have to properly plan in order to achieve your resolutions or goals. Number 3, failure to make it a habit. A lot of times people aren't successful at keeping their New Year's resolutions because they don't make it their habit. I have always heard that it takes 21 days to make a new habit. However, more recently, as we just discussed, 2 to 8 months. That's almost a whole year, 8 months. So we have to be able to stick to our goals. Like don't give up so easy. Stick to our goals in order to make it a habit. And once it becomes a habit, then it's just so much easier. It just flows with your day or your schedule. It's easier for you to accomplish these goals or resolutions that we've already set out. So, just think about it. How long does it take you to do things without even thinking about it? Like how many days? More than 21, I'm sure. So, just think about that when you're making these goals and you want to give up. Rome wasn't built in a day either, so it does take time. Number 4, lack of support. I don't know about y'all. Some people, they're self-sufficient, while other people, they need others to pat them on the back when they're doing well. But me personally, you can support me, you cannot support me. I'm still going to do what I need to do for me. Um, I don't necessarily need a cheerleader. It's good, it's nice. It feels good when someone is cheering you on, of course, but I don't necessarily need that. So I wouldn't use that as a crutch. Not me personally. I wouldn't use it as a crutch in terms of like why I'm not achieving my goals or why I'm not keeping my resolutions. To me, that just sounds, for me, not for other people, but for me, that would be a cop out if I would say, oh, well, nobody's supporting me, so I stopped doing it. No. And lastly, failure to track your goals. And so with that, I have, um, we know that forming a habit or sticking to your resolution takes time, as I've said before. So during this time frame, it's always good to go back and see what we've done in the past, right? So make a note of, once, even if it's a small step that you've taken towards your resolution or your goals, write that down so that you can go back and see how far you've come. And if we don't track our goals, then we really might not realize how far we've come with achieving that goal. Um, and even if you didn't quite achieve your goal, but you were almost there, write down what stopped you or what prevented you from fully accomplishing your goal. Because for the next round, you can look back on it and see, oh, well, I needed X, Y, Z. So, what if, y'all, and that's it, that's all I have. I'm not going to keep y'all long. But what if we could keep our resolutions or our goals year round? Think about it. What if we could do that? Personally, I found that the term resolution doesn't really work for me. Like I said before, I like to use the word goal because it's just so personal. It's personal to me. When I set a goal, I want to achieve it. I'm going to achieve it. Whatever I need to do to achieve my goal, I'm going to do it. And so sometimes that means that I'm only going to get 4 hours of sleep. But guess what? I have a goal that I'm trying to accomplish. So I'm going to do whatever I need to do. Or maybe I don't eat ice cream as much. And y'all know how much I love my ice cream. Or maybe I stay off of Amazon. Ouch. Or instead of me going on Instagram or Facebook or, whatever, I open my Bible app. Did I step on your toes yet? I'm sure I did. But yeah, so in order to, keep our goals year round or however long it takes us to achieve those goals, we have to be consistent. So, let's just do better this year, y'all. Let's do better. Remember, bigger and better is in store for you. Let's keep those resolutions or those goals and let's build on top of that and make more goals to come. Bye.